Hi everybody and welcome back. We're home, we're baking again. It's been a busy 2 weeks, so I apologize for skipping last week's video for those of you keeping score. So we're gonna get right into it. Today we're making a cheesecake. I'm pretty sure I've made this one way early on, but we are going to a barbecue tomorrow for the 4th of July, so I'm bringing a cheesecake. I've pulverized a bunch of graham cracker crumbs, and we're going to mix in some sugar and cinnamon. I'm just going to do it all in the food processor. It's just way easier.
Can I do that?
Oh, well, this is melted butter. No, it's cool now. You can help. And I got some new spatulas for my birthday. And we're just going to pulse this. All right. It just works the butter in everywhere and comes up very nicely. So the big news of the last 2 weeks is that she is now back in daycare. She's going part-time, 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. While she loves being there, she's been acting up a little bit more at home. I think because she just wants to be there all the time.
Be what all the time?
At school all the time, but we're dealing with it. And of course, the one thing that I did not miss about her going to school was she hasn't been sick for a year and a half. So of course, she's there for 2 weeks and she's got a cold now. So she's playing with her doctor stuff. And David and I are trying desperately to not get sick. It's been a rough couple nights. Last night was pretty good. She slept all the way through, just woke up super early. But the first night, she was up almost every hour. Good times. But she really likes it there. Seems good.
I like the gym.
You like the gym?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you do in the gym?
They have a slide. We play soccer. And those little green things.
Oh, okay. What little green things?
The bowling. And they go back and forth.
Oh, like a seesaw?
Like a seesaw, but they have no handle. And they're a little bendy. But these are straight, but they're not seesaws.
Oh,
They're
okay.
like seesaws, but they're this green.
Oh, okay.
We have green seesaws. They don't have green seesaws.
All right, so that's it for the crust. You can check me in a second. I'm gonna pop this in the oven because it needs to cook for 10 minutes and then cool. So I want to get that process going. So we'll be back in a few minutes.
We are done with the cake, okay?
Sure. All right, we are back. The crust is cooling, and we're gonna start on the cheesecake part. We have 4 bricks of cream cheese. We thought it was allergies at first because she had a runny nose and sneezing a few months ago, so we got her some allergy meds and they worked fine. So the first overnight, she was just very, runny nose. So we thought it was allergies. So we did still send her to school because she wasn't coughing, she didn't have a fever, but her teacher had said she was very tired. And we're like, well, she didn't sleep all that much the night before. And she's like, yeah, she was sneezing a lot. And then as soon as we got her home, she just got very lethargic and yeah, kind of went downhill from there. Although it's kind of been steady state. She hasn't had a fever, luckily, at all. She's very phlegmy, though. Yeah, the stethoscope is a little big. But
And just stuffing it all in there.
yeah, but while she was at school on this past Thursday, David and I had off from work. They gave us an extra day. We have a really long 5-day weekend. Yay! So we did an escape room with Christy and Raymond, and it was so much fun. It was Sherlock themed, and it was just the 4 of us, and we solved it with like 5 minutes to spare, but it was very cool. So I'm excited. It was David's first one, my second. The first time I did it was with my friend Jess for my birthday a couple years ago. But they put us in a room with like 10 other people. It was a big group, and nobody, it was all pairs of people there, so nobody really knew each other. nobody knew each other, and so nobody was really listening to each other, so we wound up not getting out. But it was still fun enough that I wanted to do something like that again, and it was
Woohoo,
awesome.
I stuffed it all in.
Oh, great job. Yeah. And we were
And
planning on...
Until we need this again, I'll open it.
Okay. And we were planning on going to the beach on Friday, but because she was sick, we didn't. We just spent the day inside. We'll see how she's doing on Monday, or we'll just go next weekend.
Or just go tomorrow.
No, tomorrow we're going to a barbecue at Uncle Raymond and Aunt Christie's.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
How about next weekend?
Maybe. So we have a little bit of flour and salt.
Put it in. Can you put it in?
Yep. The cream cheese has been at room temperature for a few hours at this point, so hopefully it's nice and easy to fluff up. Let's do that.
Okay, turn on.
Well, you can close it. I'll turn it on because it's over here. All right.
Can I knock it?
Okay. So we did this for a while actually, and we scraped down the sides a few times. So it is super fluffy now.
Oh, can I scrape down the sides?
Well, you can scrape off the paddle.
Can you lick?
It's just, well, it's just cream cheese. She loves cream cheese. Not right now. We have some other ingredients to add. We have 1.5 cups of sugar.
Pour down.
We have a tablespoon of vanilla. It's very full, so I will guide you.
Oh.
Good job.
Can I close it?
No. And last but not least, we have a
Can I do that?
1/2 cup of
Can I do sour cream?
sour cream.
Can I do that?
This has also been coming to room temperature for a while, so it's really soupy. I had wanted to get this started way earlier, but
Nope.
little catastrophe after catastrophe. Like, we lost one of our eggs at one point. That's the next part of the recipe. She took one. Evelyn, 1 second. Just 1 second. And we were asking her to put it back because it's an egg. And she wound up dropping it on her toddler tower, which has all these little nooks and crannies under the steps. So I spent like a 1/2 hour cleaning that. One of the biggest benefits of her going back to school is that we don't have to work at night anymore.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. See, there, you get to lick that now. Oh, and I'm wearing one of my Run Disney shirts because, if you haven't heard the news, they are going back to in-person racing in the fall, starting with the Wine and Dine weekend run, half marathon weekend run. So they haven't done kids races. I think they're revamping the kids race program. They're calling it like, Kids Racing Adventures or something like that. So one of the poopy things, I guess, about the new program, I guess, is I used to get early access to registering for the races, having an annual pass and or being a DVC member. But they cut that out. They have this new like Club Run Disney that you pay lots of money for, and I'm not doing that. So not sure if I'm gonna get to participate in all of the races anymore, which kind of stinks. And they got rid of the 4th race of the season was always the Star Wars race, but they changed that to be a like, springtime surprise, I think they're calling it. So they're gonna have different like IP floating through there. I'm sure they'll do Star Wars at some point, but that was the only way I got David to run, so that's not happening anymore.
Ooh, I like to try to run faster than you.
Oh, okay.
I will try to run even faster. And when you guys let me run across the street fast, and run across the street to a car.
Please don't do that. We don't let her run in the street. All right, I'm gonna blend this and be right back.
Oh boy.
What? Oh, these things. Her latest koala crate was dinosaur themed, and we got to make these like little fossil things. I don't know, maybe you can try showing in that camera. A little bit more, a little higher, but no, you don't. Okay.
Woohoo!
So it was like stickers that we placed on a little board or something.
Card.
A little card in the shape of a dinosaur, and then they had this this modeling clay. So yeah, she's got a Triceratops and a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'm gonna crack the eggs one at a time. All right, one egg done. She really wants to show you something she's hiding in here. She had a dentist appointment on Wednesday, I guess it was. She did great. It was a really big girl checkup all this time. She was in the regular chair. They, poking around her teeth. Usually it was just like stick their finger in there, look around, see how it's looking, brush and floss. But they did everything. She did not like the air that gets squirted in there.
But I like the water squirted in my mouth.
You like the water? And then the little vacuum cleaner?
Yeah.
So we get in the car afterwards and she said that she didn't like the air. And I'm like, oh yeah, I would have warned you, but I didn't know that they were doing that. She's like, okay, well, I guess we're never going back there again.
Woohoo, my prize.
Oh yeah, so she gets little prizes afterwards. She had gotten a ring last time that now I wear when she's at school because I miss her.
I like to show these a little closer.
The camera it's on a little travel tripod on a chair on the counter. Ooh, something that I got to do this week, first time in a year and a half, was go to a theme park. I went to Epcot by myself the other night. And again, last night. I went at night after she's on a little hiatus from Disney parks right now. Because when we spent my birthday weekend there, it was a little rough. So, but that's not why I went by myself. I just wanted to go by myself one night because I used to do that pretty regularly, like once a week. So did that. That was really nice. And they opened the single rider lines for things. So I got right on Test Track. Soren was not a long wait. Got some dessert, got a drink. It was great. And I went again last night too because the fireworks have returned. All right, that's the second egg. We had a technical malfunction, so I don't know exactly where I left off, but fireworks are back. They were testing them a couple times last weekend, and we hear them and we see the Magic Kingdom ones from. It's a little ball. It's from a little like gumball machine. It's a little cow and a little squirrel. So we heard the fireworks. We saw the Magic Kingdom fireworks. That was really cool. I was supposed to go on July 1st to Epcot when they officially came back, but that was the first day she was really sick and I was really tired and it was raining a lot, so it just kind of made sense to stay home. But I was able to just on the fly make a park reservation the next day, that morning. So I went last night and I got to see the fireworks. It was so nice.
Woohoo, Purdue!
Woohoo, Purdue! All right, it is nice and creamy. All right, oh, and here's our pie crust. Nice. It looks a little darker in the bottom, but that's okay.
Do you want to do this before lunch?
When we're done with the cake. When I put it in the oven, because it's going to be in there for a while.
For a long, long time?
Yes. We have been watching Loki, which is fantastic. And I found Loki ears at Disney Springs. You might have seen my picture on Facebook. We got her some ears. The child, she hasn't watched Star Wars or anything, but she is kind of enamored by him whenever she sees him or his merchandise.
Loki Star Wars?
No, Loki is Marvel. He's from a comic book. And he is awesome. So I'm not going to tilt it up for you to see. Let me move that out of the way. But I think you can kind of get a glimpse here.
I can get a glimpse.
So the crust actually baked at 400 degrees for 10 minutes. Then I lowered the temperature to 300 and it's going to bake for about 60 to 70 minutes.
Wow, that's so long.
It is long. No, don't open that now. It's in a springform pan. And for those of you who don't know what it is, it's not attached on the top of the bottom. It's not one piece, I should say. And this opens up for you to take it out easier when it's done. So it should pull away from the sides as it starts setting, as it's baking. It's a fine line between you know, underbaking and overbaking. Overbaking is not really a problem unless you really overbake it, but it can crack on top. Doesn't usually affect the taste too much, but it's not as pretty. You want to take it out before it looks like it's done. It's still going to be jiggly in the center when you shake it, and then it'll continue to set. That's why you should make a cheesecake the day before, so it has time to cool completely, and then put it in the fridge. So I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out of the oven, but I probably won't get a chance to show you as we're cutting. Maybe, but we're going to be at our friend's house tomorrow. So I'm going to put this, yeah.
You mean
hopefully.
Ray Christie's.
I do mean Raymond and Christie's. Yes, she loves going over there. Exactly. All right, so we will see you in a little bit. All right, here's the cheesecake fresh out of the oven. I don't know if you can see it, but it's jiggling. I don't think I caught it, but just trust me, it is. Hi, dinosaur. Yay! Also from her koala crate. It is the 4th of July. So we didn't go over to Raymond and Christie's because she's still not feeling well and we didn't want to infect them or make them uncomfortable. So we wound up having a little barbecue at home. We're still gonna have our cheesecake. It came out awesome. One of the few times that there's no cracks on it. We got a little condensation from it being in the fridge overnight, but let's dig in. And we are still going to bring some over to Raymond and Christy probably tomorrow. Oh, Evelyn really wanted to try it. Oh my god. Ooh. Nice. It's moist inside. All right. Here we go. Evelyn being our taste tester.
With your mouth closed, please.
Yay, thumbs up. Good stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get some crust over here. That is super creamy. It's really good. I'm holding on to this recipe. I knew I did for a reason. So thank you again for joining us. Hopefully she's better by next week. No. You want another bite? You can have another bite. It wasn't our original 4th of July plans, but we made the most of it. We wound up barbecuing some burgers. I had some meat in the fridge anyway. So I hope everyone had a really lovely holiday, and we'll see you next time. Bye.